All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Portimão. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Keith Johnson. Sim Racing Mania, winding down the season. It's race number 7. We're in Portugal, baby, for some hills, for some bank turns, for a great road course, Portimão. Can anybody catch Luis Moreno? Giacomo Ettore looks pretty good tonight. We'll see how it shakes out. It's going to be an exciting one here, live, right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, not only do we have twists and turns tonight, we've got some elevation changes, we've got some bank turns, and we're going to have a lot of great racing. Stay tuned, boys and girls. It is live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thanks so much for joining us. Right now in the qualification session, and it is a loud one, man. It's like Giacomo Ettore, the top time here tonight so far, 128.582. Getting some chatters in here. Javier, man, you're supposed to be out here on the track, bro. Javier joining us in the chat here. I guess he's not going to be racing tonight. Miguel Braga. Is that Miguel Braga? Boa noite. Miguel, good buddy of mine there from Brasilia. Good to see Miguel in here. We'll take a look at our track here at Portimão. All right, the track. Portimão race circuit located in Portugal. 4.6 kilometer road course, 15 turns. And again, as I mentioned, bank turns, elevation changes. This track has all of it, baby. All the challenges that you would expect in a road course, you would want a road course, this baby throws out there, and it's going to be a good one. It's pretty wide, man, but again, with the elevation changes and the turns, you got some blind turns as well, and some of them banked, you're going to be a little bit more high speed, but it is a fun track. So it's going to be interesting tonight here at Portimão. Take a look at the race schedule here. Just 2 races to go, including tonight. 60-minute race here tonight at Portimão, and next week in Imola. Man, I've heard some guys, watched the guys there chatting in Discord, talking Imola up, and really love that track. And a lot of guys there have not been on this track until tonight, or until the week here leading up to this race. But a great season it has been. 2 races to go, and we're going to see how it shakes out here tonight at Portimão. A couple minutes left here, about 2.5 minutes left to go here in the qualification session. We Daniel Vidamari, the new top time, 128.557. Lightning fast. Giacomo Torre second, Paul Holt third, Luis Moreno fourth, Thomas Golab. Last week's winner is fifth. About Thomas Golab, man, he really had a great race last week. Battling Luis Moreno to the finish, pulling out the victory there. Good race for him. Good shot in his arm there. And the boost. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow night, man, we got Texas Motor Speedway coming up in the Ironman Racing Series. 107 laps is the fourth season of that first season, or the fourth race of that first season of 2020. And Texas is a big, big track, man. Great track, very fun. One of those cookie cutter tracks, and man, it is high speed. I mean, you're in the throttle all the way around. Don't forget there's a tire rule in this series too, so guys are going to have to conserve those tires. There's 12 total tires in the Ironman Racing Series. That's going to be live tomorrow night, right here on TurnLeftTV at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Getting a lot of chatters in here, man. James Coe, always rooting for that Luis Moreno. Forever Westlife says, hey, how you doing? Broken PC, Javier. Oh, my gosh, man. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming in. Tough luck about the PC. I know definitely not happy about that, and it's a shame we don't get to see you out here on the track. But we'll take the second best, and that's you join us in here in the chat. Well, I mentioned Thomas Golab had a great race last week. He battled Luis Moreno at Slovakia Ring for about the last 20 minutes of this race. They were running 1-2, and Luis Moreno tried everything he had in his toolbox to be able to get around Thomas Golab, but it was not meant to be. Thomas Golab ran a great race. Luis Moreno kept him honest, that is for sure. And you could not have asked for really a better race there toward the end between the two of those guys. And Thomas comes away with a huge race victory. Can he make it 2 in a row? I don't know, man. This is the type of guy that you do not want to get him on a win streak. It just keeps flowing. So we'll see how it shakes out here tonight for Thomas. Congratulations on last week's win. Big win for him. Luis Moreno finished second. Giacomo Torre with a great race there finishes in the third position. So it looks like Daniel Vidamari is going to be that time, huh? Starting on the pole here. P1. P2 is Giacomo Torre. P3, Paul Holt. Luis Moreno, fourth. Fabio Zerbeto squeaks out in the fifth position. Thomas Golab back to sixth. Lorenzo Capolini is going to start in the seventh position. Tani Jansen, eighth. Giacomo Lapadula, ninth. And Michael Brooks rounding out the top 10. I want to say thank you so much to Michael Brooks for his help today and helping me get one of the graphics done for the race, the standings graphic there. Greatly appreciate his help. I had to work all day and wasn't able to get home in time to be able to take care of that. Without his help, we wouldn't have that nice graphic. Oh, speaking of that graphic, let's see if we got that. It's a top 20. Look at that, man. Top 20 in points coming into tonight's race. Luis Moreno, man, he's running away from it, isn't he? 45-point lead over Paul Holt in second. Daniel Vidamari just 1 point out of second. Tight battle there in third place. Giacomo Lapadula is in fourth. Jos Vandersteren in the fifth position. See Tani Jansen, Michael Brooks, Liam Rance, Stefano De Nadal, and Javier Conti rounding out the top 10. Hey, and you're in the top 10. We need to go get you another PC, Javier. That has got to be extra painful. All right, in the warm-up session now, who's first out. The bad boy, Thomas Gola. He was on vacation. Malta somewhere. Oh man, I've always wanted to go to Malta. Somebody could help me out with some tips or something. One of you rich guys. About 9.5 minutes here in the warm-up session, and we're going to make it happen. Be fast and furious, that's for sure. Look at Lorenzo Capellini. Starting in that 7th position. Starting position for him. Make sure our side-by-side is working. I think I got the other view in the pits, but I think it's working all right. Yeah, there we go. Aside from that stinking, some of those graphics on there not really working right now. We'll get those going. There we go. Dog is barking. I want to thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate, I just cannot speak enough about how much I appreciate people coming out and watching the races. It's just amazing to me when I first started this that I'd ever get to this point where people would even come out and watch these things. But again, thank you so much for coming out and supporting TurnLeftTV. I very much appreciate it. I'd like to encourage you to check out some of the playlists there. Of course, the recent uploads, that includes tonight's race that we're broadcasting live, but Sim Racing Mania, Hypercar World Series, all the races we've done there. And then Ironman Racing Series, that that other series that I'm doing. I'll be doing that tomorrow night. You can check out that playlist as well. Got tons of videos there. Sim Racing Mania Blancpain GT3 did that entire season earlier this year, so I'm going to check that one out, I guess, late last year, early this year. A little stuff for Happy Hour Racing League. These guys are doing some really, really good stuff and converting some short tracks over, and also some mods too. Late models and Wheeling Modified, so really cool stuff. DTM 2019 IndyCar Brazil. Those guys, Miguel Braga, I know he's seen him racing IndyCar Brazil. Those guys do a great job there, and I want to say boa noche to all my friends there in Brasilia. And I guess not all of them live in Brasilia, but some of them live in the state of Brasilia. But thanks again so much for coming out, and I would encourage you to hit that thumbs up button if you like what you're seeing. Please let me know. And then subscribe if you haven't hit the subscribe button. Encourage you to do so, and then make sure you smash the bell. And then if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, always appreciate that. You can click on that link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation right through PayPal. Easy peasy. Now, how in the world a countrywide ISP outage? What in the heck? It'd be World War III if that happened here, I think. That stinks. Sorry about that, man. Where's that at? Brazil? About 5 minutes left here in warm-up. Lorenzo Capellini is our top time. Take a look at Massimo Martin. Right now in 6th in the warm-up session. We're on board here with him. An idea of what it's like to get around this track. Little banked, little blind turns here. Some elevation changes. Good mix of high-speed turns and tight turns here as well. The thing that worries me about the blind turns is if somebody has trouble there at the top of the turn over the crest, some of the guys coming up may not be able to see them. So that could have play a role here or factor here of maybe creating some chaos. Luis Moreno here. He's going to be fast tonight. Hopefully the stream looking okay. Everything looks pretty good on my end. Always like to look at good places too. I see some little pit stop there. I like to find some good places to do some fixed camera shots. That'd be a good one right there, I think. I knew they'd be airborne over that turn. Hey, hands to yourself, boys. But Salvatore Ziniello. Now 23rd. Some of these guys are not going out. We got about a minute 50 left to go, and then we are going to take the command to start the engines. Let's make sure the ugly cam is working. We have to have the ugly cam. Peace to everybody. Thanks so much. We're wishing everybody health and happiness, and the family's health and happiness too. And I want to say thanks again for coming in to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeftTV. Some saying I need to get a haircut. Right? I don't know. I'm having a midlife crisis, so I'm growing the hair long. Never grown the hair long before. We'll see. The girls like it. They're not big fans of the streams, though. I will say that. I don't know, what is it about girls that just don't like computer games? I mean, they just don't understand. Not sure they understand this. Kind of get some stuff taken care of here on this page before we make her happen. All right, I think it's about that time, boys and girls. It is about that time.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, boys and girls, it is race number 7 in Sim Racing Mania's Hypercar World Series. Who's going to take home the victory? I don't know. Get your names in now. I am calling on Luis Moreno to win this race. That's who I'm thinking is going to win. Luis Moreno starting on the pole. In second is Daniele Vidamari. Starting in the third position is Giacomo Ettore. Starting in fourth, still in the garage, you got to get out of here, bro, is Paul Holt. Starting in fifth, Fabio Zerbeto. In the garage, they're saving gas. Thomas Golab starting in the sixth position. Lorenzo Capolini starting in seventh. Tony Jansen starting in the eighth position. And starting in ninth is Giacomo Lapadula. Michael Brooks starting in 10th. Wraps out our top 10. Get ready to go, boys and girls. All right, man. Well, hang on to your hats. I got to sneeze. All right, we're back. You're going to thank me for that later. Javier Conti says, good luck, Luis Moreno, and good luck to all the racers. He says, go, Andre. Who? Andre Rosso. That's who. All right, man. Luis Moreno, the guy who's leading in the championship. Up front. Leading the field. Here we go to green. Green, green, green. Luis Moreno is going to be tough. You know that. Daniele Vidamari in second. Chaos into the first turn. Chaos into the first turn. Oh, no! Boy, I saw that coming. That was a hard charge into the turn here. This is chaos. A lot of white smoke. A lot of white smoke there, man. That somebody just absolutely went crazy into the turns there. Into the turn. We'll see who that may have been. Take a look here and see if Michael Brooks is view into this turn. He goes off track. Maybe shoots that turn a little bit. Andrew Holmes come around as well, coming into this turn. Look at that. Oh, man, he got creamed from behind there. Absolutely slaughtered from behind. Oh, Lee Toledo. He's not going to be a happy camper, that's for sure. Luis Moreno is the race leader, and he's got Daniele Vidamari all over the back of him right now. Giacomo Ettore is third. Paul Holt fourth. Thomas Golab in the fifth position. Carnage, you are right, man. This is why you want to start up front. You don't want to start back there in the middle of the pack. It is... I think some guys just aren't, they lack a little patience when it comes to some of that. And a little bit of a problem there with patience, I think, sometimes. Take a look at Dino Faldetta. Osni Cardoso battling for position. Osni going a little bit wide around that turn. Dino Faldetta trying to move that car forward. Look at that battle right there between the two of those guys. Osni has the preferred line into the turn, but oh man, Dino Faldetta leaning on him a little bit right there. 23 car. He said, I want that spot. You're not going to deny me that spot. Dino Faldetta moves up. Now in the, where'd he go? Oh, he's out. Must have had a connection issue. Made that pass, and now he's out of the race. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened there. Fabio Zerbeta and Tony Jansen battling for position. Look at that three-way battle. Oh, they're leaning on each other right there through the turn. Fabio takes that spot. Tony Jansen and Fabio Zerbeta. Good battle between the two of those guys. Fabio gets up into the 7th position. Tony Jansen back to 8th. Valerio Margarito here running in the 24th position. He's going to have to start moving forward here. Not a lot of time, but man, you want to definitely get yourself up. Now he's in 23rd position. You want to get yourself up there in the mix. Peter Lane, Massimo Martin. Peter Lane here. Massimo might have had some trouble. Lane and Massimo Martin here might end up battling this position here. Let's see. This is Massimo Martin and Stefano De Nadal. Peter Lane all battling for position. Peter Lane, Stefano De Nadal, and this a little bit later here looks like Peter Lane got around. Ooh, Stefano De Nadal got a little bit wide in that turn, and Peter Lane snookered him. Got around and takes over the 15th spot. Stefano now back to 16th. These guys are just getting after it right now, aren't they? Just getting after it. Back up here with our race leader, Luis Moreno. Daniel Fitamari has not let him get away. Going to side by side here as we got a good battle. Andre Rosu working up on the back of these guys. He's working up on Giacomo Lapadula and Tony Jansen. So good battle here. Andre Rosu right now in the 10th position. Giacomo Lapadula just ahead of him in 9th on that lower right frame. A good battle there. Andre Rosu, Giacomo Lapadula. Oh, Giacomo there. They're going to try to get into the turn ahead. Oh, crossed over. Giacomo Lapadula. Andre Rosu. Andre Rosu had him passed, and Giacomo stayed in it and got back around. A good fight. Good defense of that position. Andre still holding on to 10th. Giacomo holding on to that 9th position. Fighting back and getting it back. What a great, great move there. Holy Toledo. You've got to watch that replay. Watch this. Getting into the turn, you see Andre Rosu diving into this turn, and then look at this. Giacomo says, I'm going to cross you over. Andre Rosu staying in it, though he didn't panic. That was a good move there by him, but Giacomo didn't panic either. Take a look at our 4th place car here. Paul Holt having a good night running in that 4th position. Right now he is about 6.5, almost 7 seconds down. I don't know what Forza Italia is. What is that? Is that a game? Is that a game? Forza Italia? Here says, fight Andre, great. Yeah, man, that's a great battle there between the two of those guys. And I suggest you it's probably going to end up continuing throughout the night. It is Thomas Golab. Lorenzo Capolini battling for position. Man, that's a Good battle right there. Fabio Zerbeto in this as well. Tony Jansen in this mix. Man, that is a gaggle of cars. Absolute gaggle of cars right there. Oh, I want to get that camera view. Studio 397. Let me get rid of half those camera views, man. Give me the ability to toggle some of those off. We're looking out of the back of Thomas Golab's machine at Lorenzo Capolini running in the 6th position. Fabio Zerbeto running in 7th. Tony Jansen 8th. Giacomo Lapadula is 9th. Andre Rosu is 10th. I'm telling you could not get any tighter of a battle there between these 5 drivers here, 6 drivers. Great job there. Thomas Golab leading that pack. Zitrik Orate, I hope that's how I pronounce that name. It's the first time I've seen that name. He's making a pass here on Alexander Wilson. Taking over the 24th position. Good battle between the two of those guys here. Oh, a little bit wide there on that turn, but he picks up that spot. So Zitrik, I believe how you pronounce that name, up to the 24th position. Luis Moreno continuing to lead the field, and this guy is just prepared every single time he comes to the track. You can just tell he is very, very well prepared. Daniel Pinamari now about almost 2 seconds behind in the 2nd position. Daniel Pinamari, Giacomo Torri is in 3rd, about 2.5 seconds back. This is Daniel Pinamari. The chickens. It's the chicken car. What is that? What is that right there? Los Pollos Hermanos. The friendly chickens? Is that what that is? I like that paint scheme, man. I like when guys have some cool paint schemes like that. On the board with him as he comes down the front stretch, running in the 3rd position. See sliding that car around the turn. Look at Valerio Margarito trying to pick up a spot here as Michael Rosemeyer goes off track, and Valerio going to pick up the 22nd position. Man, Michael Rosemeyer is trying to get that spot back. Drove in a little bit deep into that turn and then scrubs off some speed. Showing 22 on his windshield. He is actually in the 23rd position, I believe. Yeah, 23rd spot. Some more battle here. Oh! Warping right there. It looks like warping. Alexander Wilson and Zitrik get together. And one of those guys warped backwards, it looked like. Take a look here again. This is Zitrik right here, and he's going to end up, looks like a warp issue. Yeah, what a tough break for both those guys. No damage. Sometimes in those warp situations, you don't get any damage. Take a look at Michael Brooks here in a battle. Man, this is a mess right here, isn't it? Michael Brooks running in the 11th position. Tony Jansen just ahead of him. Salvatore Zitiello running in the 12th position. I'll tell you who's moving up. Who's moving on up? And that is Andre Rosu. Battle there. There's Andre Rosu here coming back. He's working on the back of Tony Jansen again. Tony Jansen running that 9th position, goes off track, and then Andre Rosu going to pick up a spot. He's going to keep going, I think. Andre Rosu picking up another position. Down the front stretch. See, he's behind there, Giacomo Lapadula. Fabio Sorbeto might have gotten off track here. We'll take a look and see what happened. This is a little bit earlier. This is Fabio Sorbeto. Oh, he gets into the back of Lorenzo Capellini. Oh my gosh. Connie Jansen just slammed into the back of those guys. That's what happened right there. Just a accordion effect here. We go on board here with Connie Jansen. He's going to get into the back of Fabio Sorbeto. Oh man. That rattled your cage right there. Holy Toledo. Fabio Sorbeto. It's a trackside view that he's just going to lay a lick on Lorenzo Capellini right here. So actually, Fabio Sorbeto gets hit by Tommy Jansen. Sorry about that. Take a look at Massimo Martinez, Stefano De Nadal battling for position. Stefano gets off track there a little bit wide, and Massimo takes that spot. Massimo Martinez now up to the 16th position. Andre Rosu trying to get this spot, next spot here, trying to take over 6. Oh, some contact! Giacomo Lapadula, Andre Rosu off the track. Oh my gosh. Andre Rosu in that overrun area there off the track, trying to get this thing straightened up. He's going to lose a ton of positions. Holy Toledo. Look at this, man. Giacomo Lapadula, Andre Rosu. Contact right there. Robbins racing. Oh, and Andre Rosu comes around. Giacomo Lapadula on board here with him. Watch this. He's going to be working his wheels. He gets slammed in the side right there. Working that wheel. They're trying to keep that car straightened up. He does a great job. Andre Rosu now trying to battle back. Salvatore Zitiello. He's going to pick up that spot. And you see Tony Jansen having some trouble up there as well. Tony Jansen getting that car sideways, having a good battle with Michael Brooks. Those guys swapping some paint. Tony Jansen, Michael Brooks having a great battle. Oh, a little bit wide. Run him over into that curve, and he's going to take that spot, but he's going to get losing another one. Zitiello gets by. How about that, man? That is some great racing there. Great battle there. Michael Brooks, Tony Jansen, Salvatore Zitiello. Man. Yes, watch this. Michael Brooks starts leaning on Tony Jansen right here. He's going to lean. Actually, Tony Jansen's going to lean on him, maybe. These guys start getting together here a little bit. A little bit of leaning going on here. Some leaning right there, pushing him into the wide, and they're going to lose 2 spots. Joost van der Sterren gets by as well. Joost van der Sterren says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that spot." Which is Joost van der Sterren. He's like, "Okay, you guys just get after it. Here. Oh, yep, go on, and I'll take a couple spots right there." Drag racing Tony Jansen and taking over that spot. Hey, you got to take what you get, right? Lorenzo Capellini and Thomas Golab battling for position. Lorenzo Capellini, Thomas Golab. Capellini takes over the 5th position. Andrew Holm here and Tony Jansen battling for position. Tony Jansen, I got to think, that might have a little bit of damage now. Tony Jansen does not want to give up that spot, and he's going to go wide here. Andrew Holm, stay in the throttle, see if he can't get this spot. Man, these guys are just getting chippy. Andrew Holm in the 13th position. Tony Jansen in 12th. Michael Rosemeyer and Valerio Margarito battling for the 22nd position. Like they might end up being drag racing into the turn here, and Michael Rosemeyer goes wide. Valerio gets back by. Rito says, yeah, you pass me, I'll pass you back. Lorenzo Finetto going to pick up a spot here. It looks like Osni Cardoso has come off track right there. Osni come around, and we'll see what happened to him. This is Osni Cardoso just a little bit ago. He swings this car wide and just gets in the throttle a little bit too soon. Back in, comes around on him, takes out a cone, and ends up losing a spot, maybe two. Valerio getting by. So Osni Cardoso, looks like Lorenzo Finetto might have gotten by as well. Man, I'm exhausted right now. This is crazy fun. Luis Moreno is in no man's land right now. He does have Daniel Vitamari breathing down his neck, I'd say, about a minute, a second and a half, not a minute and a half, a second and a half back. Giacomo Torre is third, Paul Holt fourth, Lorenzo Capolini is fifth, Thomas Golab is sixth. Take a look at Richard Brooks here. A pretty quiet night so far. He's running in the 18th position. Good looking paint scheme on that car. That red and gray. There's 39 minutes left to go. Running in 18th. Got Stefano De Nadal in front of him and Albert Vanderwerf running in the 19th position just behind. Back up here with Thomas Golab running in the 6th position. Just behind him in 7th is Giacomo Lapadula. We go on board here with the side-by-side. On board at that lower right frame is Giacomo Lapadula running in the 7th position. Just ahead is Thomas Golab. We're taking a look at him also trackside in that top left frame. That track map there is needs some work, doesn't it? So man, this track will wear you out. I mean, it's just got everything. It throws everything at you. Hills, bank turns, blind turns, elevation changes. Oh, did I mention hills? I think I did. Tight turns, fast turns. Richard Brooks, I think he has made a pit stop here. He is off back into the 25th position, so I think he might have come down pit lane. And we're taking a look at Albert Vanderwerf right now, running in the 18th spot. So he's got that 18th spot now. We're probably going to get some guys making pit stops here. Osni Cardoso on pit lane. Take a look at him here with 36 minutes left to go. He's making his pit stop. So we're going to start seeing some guys make pit stops here. The pit crews are going to be busy. That's for sure. Luis Moreno has almost a 2-second lead over Daniel Vitamari. Our 4th place car there, Paul Holt. Take a look at Lorenzo Capolini now in the 5th position. Probably has some lap traffic behind him a little bit too, and also some guys breathing down his neck. I think Thomas Golab has just gotten around Giacomo Lapadula. Actually, that was a battle for position. Thomas Golab, Giacomo Lapadula battling for a spot. Actually, it wasn't changed the spot there. I thought it was. So Thomas Golab running in the 6th position. Giacomo Lapadula running in 7th. Take a look at Michael Rosemeyer here running in the 20th position. Battle back there, had some early race drama. Thomas Golab here coming down pit lane as we suspected. Some of these guys making pit stops, so his pit crew going to be real busy here. These other guys staying out on track. See Valerio Margarito coming off pit lane as well in that stripe car. Take a look at our race leader here. And Thomas Golab in that lower right frame, giving up that track position, coming down pit lane. Right now in 16th. He was running 8th position, I believe, when he came down pit lane. So we'll see how smooth that pit stop goes and how much he can, how well he can get back in the race here, get up the pace and gain some positions back. We'll take a look at Giacomo Ettore running in the 3rd position. He's having a good night here, and he is closing in on Daniele Vitamari. So this is a good battle here. This would be for the 2nd position. Looking out of the front of our 3rd place car at Giacomo, out of Giacomo Ettore's car at Daniele Vitamari. He's running in 2nd. Good tight battle there. Some lap traffic coming up here just to make it interesting. Ooh, Thomas Golab there, a little bit hard on the brakes and loses some time. Our 3rd place car starting to breathe down his neck a little bit. So this lap traffic can come into play here. We call them back markers. Could be a little frustration. Take a look at our 4th place car, Paul Holt. No, it says 3 on the windshield. They haven't figured that out yet, I guess, with Studio 397 and the correct numbering. I don't get it. He's running in that 4th position. We are getting some guys coming off track down pit lane. Tony Jansen on pit lane. See him. Looks like he may have made his pit stop here and coming back out on the track. Andre Rousseau on pit lane, finishing up his pit stop here, coming back out on track. Luis Moreno still has not made a pit stop. 31 minutes left to go. Almost 32. Daniele Vitamari has made a pit stop here. So Vitamari on pit lane. Take a look at Joost van der Steeren here running in the 8th position. Vitamari coming back out off pit lane, finishing up his pit stop. As we take a look at Joseph van der Sterren running in the 8th spot. And, with a gaggle of cars behind. Take a look at Thomas Golab back out on track after making pit stop. Right now shown in the 15th position. He's wanting to not have too much trouble with lap traffic, make the most use of these new tires, and try to climb back up through the field. Our race leader, Luis Moreno, coming down pit lane. Giacomo Ettore following him in. So Giacomo Ettore, Luis Moreno on pit lane. Our race leader is now Paul Holt. A little wide here. Paul Holt is the race leader. Luis Moreno coming back out on track after making his pit stop. Giacomo Ettore also coming back out. So our race leader is Paul Holt. He still has not made his pit stop, and I would suspect that's going to be coming here fairly soon. Take a look at Lorenzo Capolini running in the 2nd position right now. He's about 10 seconds behind Paul Holt. Giacomo Lapadula is in 3rd. Fabio Cerbeto is 4th. Salvatore Ziniello is in the 5th position. I would suggest to you that Paul Holt is probably going to be making a pit stop here fairly soon. He is the race leader. I bet you Luis Moreno is not going to waste any time getting around cars. This is Michael Brooks. He's having a pretty good night here, running in the 7th position. So far so good here for Michael Brooks. And again, I want to say thanks so much to Michael for his help today. While I was at work, he was doing some graphics work for me. So greatly appreciate that. Luis Moreno there after making pit stop here. Right now it looks like our race leader, or was the race leader, Paul Holt on pit lane making his pit stop. Fabio Cerbeto is the race leader. And around the lap car. Alexander Wilson, sorry about that. Alexander Wilson running in the 18th position. Andrew Holm here running in 2nd right now. Peter Lane is in 3rd. Take a look at Peter Lane here in the 3rd position. Luis Moreno now up to 4th. Take a look at Antonello Mastro running in that 25th spot. He's having a fitful night, that's for sure. Just, plugging along here, running in 25th. Lane now up to the 2nd position, and Fabio Cerbeto coming on to pit lane. Making a pit stop here. Andrew Holm is the race leader. So we're going to do our Luis Moreno watch. And if you look into the back of Luis's car, you can see, oh my, Daniele Vidamari right there. So this is setting up to be maybe a great finish. Can Luis Moreno hold off Daniele Vidamari? Can Daniele Vidamari get by Luis Moreno? I got to say that Andrew Holm and Peter Lane, I think, have to come down pit lane. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Luis Moreno hits a lap car. Luis Moreno hits a lap car there, and Daniele Vidamari gets by. That was a hard lick. Oh my heavens. Huge implications right there. Did you see that? Man, that just happened so fast. See if we can't find that here on the replay. So Vidamari got around Luis Moreno. Luis Moreno now plugging away in the 4th position, but Daniele Vidamari got around Luis Moreno. Take a look here. So this is, oh, it was a warp issue. It was a warp. There was a warp issue right there, and oh my gosh, man. What a tough break that was. Yeah, you see the little warp action right there. We don't normally do it this way, but this is Luis Moreno. You see just a warp right there. And that was Osni Cardoso. He had warped, and he goes upside down into the kitty litter. Osni, we'll see here, he gets off track. A little bit of trouble right there. He gets, you see he's warping, and then, just a connection issue, and Luis Moreno in the wrong time, wrong place at the wrong time. My heavens, man. Take a look at Alexander Wilson. Oh, no. That ain't good. Moreno trying to now bounce back. He is shown in the 4th position. Andrew Holm is our race leader. Still has not made that pit stop. Oh no. Alex Lapano says rFactor. True. Internet connection problem. That is right. Tisk. Golly. rFactor 2. That's true. For all of the good things that rFactor 2 is, that is a definite bad thing. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. James. Yes, true. Andrew Holm coming down pit lane here. It looks like Peter Lane following him down pit lane, and that is going to give the race lead to, you guessed it, Daniele Vidamari. Luis Moreno is 6 seconds down. Luis Moreno trying to climb back in this, but man, that's going to be a tough task. With a damaged race car. He is in the 2nd position, but he is 6 seconds behind. 21 minutes left to go. Man, what a tough break there, huh? Giacomo Ettore shown in that third position. Paul Holt fourth. Thomas Golab is fifth. Lorenzo Cappellini sixth. Giacomo Lapadula is seventh. Albert Vanderwerf is eighth. Connie Jansen ninth. Salvatore Zitiello is in 10th. Take a look at this battle. Fabio Zerbeto, Michael Brooks battling for position. This is for the 11th spot. Michael Brooks does not want to give that up. Fabio and Michael Brooks leaning on each other. Michael Brooks holding on to 11th. Fabio is in 12th. Wow, that is, oh, Michael Brooks. Actually, Fabio had gotten by. Michael Brooks took it back. Look at that again. That's a good sequence right there. Fabio in that blue car. Michael Brooks on the outside in that turn. Pulls onto that spot. Oh, man, a little bit of a kiss. Michael Brooks has that lead, and then Fabio going to outbreak him. Brooks got out of the way and then crossed him back over. How about that? Michael Brooks. Alexander Wilson here having some trouble, indicating he's come around, and he gets off into that curb there and then spins that car. Oh, he catches it. So good job to Alexander Wilson in catching that thing. Connie Jansen on board here with him as he gets by Albert Vanderwerf going on pit lane. So Connie Jansen running in the 8th position. Giacomo Lapadula running in 6th. Ooh, getting by, having a battle there with Lorenzo Cappellini. Giacomo and Lorenzo battling for a position. Lorenzo taking that spot. Giacomo now back to 7th. Good battle there between them. Oh, it's not over. It is not over. Those guys are still getting together. So, hey, we got 2 races to go, man. I am going to try to get every position I can. So, a good battle there. Giacomo Lapadula, Lorenzo Cappellini. Actually, that was, Lorenzo Cappellini. Fabio Zerbeto and Michael Brooks. They still argue. They're still arguing right there. Oh, that's that pass a little bit earlier, isn't it? That's that pass. We just had to look at it again. Stefano De Nadal here running in the 17th position. Having a pretty good night. Well, Vinamari is the race leader, and he is looking pretty good. He's got a 5-second lead. That lead has diminished, so he's got to be looking in his rearview mirror here, or at least looking at that time and say, uh-oh, Luis Moreno might be catching me. It sort of depends on the track, part of the track, too. So that looks like that's changing a little bit. Hey, let's go back here and look at Giacomo Ettore. He's battling for that 2nd position. He's looking ahead at Luis Moreno. So maybe Luis Moreno looking in his rearview mirror here a little bit. What we got there? What in the world was on the track right there? Did you see that? Was that a sign? What was that, a flipped over sign? Somebody off track. Is that Antonello? Oh, I know what it is. It's Antonello Mastro's spoiler. That's what it was. Look at that. He ain't got no spoiler. Hey, that car is not going to turn without a spoiler, Antonello. Antonello Mastro in the kitty litter. So he must have had some trouble here. We'll take a look here a little bit earlier. This is when he had a spoiler. He's going to get, Andre Rousseau gets into the back of him and says, hey, man, I like that car better without a spoiler. Let me help you out on that. This is going to hurt right here. It's going to hurt. Close your eyes, boys and girls. Oh, man. Antonello Mastro on board here with him. He's going to kiss the windshield. Ooh. So that's what that was right there. That's a spoiler. And what's left of it. So Andre Rousseau's probably going to have some front end damage. Michael Rosemeyer here trying to pick up a spot. He's getting by Albert Vanderwerf, who has come around. Albert Vanderwerf spinning around, and Michael Rosemeyer taking advantage of this. Vanderwerf, oh man, he's every which way but loose there. And he's going to lose some position. You see him getting that car back out on track. Wisely does not throw that car back out into the racing line. And that's just savvy driving there. After making a mistake and losing some spots, you're not going to take out somebody trying to get back out on track. Giacomo Ettore still hounding Luis Moreno. At 15 minutes. Yes, 15 minutes left to go. Got his wing now. He can't fly. True story. It's been a fun race here, man, so far. Thanks so much for coming in to TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Keith Johnson, and we are following Giacomo Ettore running in the third position, just behind Luis Moreno, and he's starting to close in on old Luis. Luis has had some front end damage there. Hard look for him from a warped car, and as luck would have it, now back in the second position. But Giacomo Ettore is climbing up onto the back of his car right now. Thanks so much for coming in, and if you like what you're seeing, you can also go down in the description of this race and click on that link. Follow that to the Fanatec or Fanatec website there and help me out. If you're interested in purchasing some racing equipment, give those guys a look and follow that link. Let's see if this silly thing is working here that we want to work. Looks like it is. Yeah, they're sort of where everybody's at. That's not clustered enough for you. Go on board here with Luis Moreno and look out of the back of his machine at Giacomo Ettore. A little picture-in-picture here is Giacomo Ettore. We're looking out on the lower right frame and looking out at the back of Luis. Oh boy, Giacomo is right there. Looking out of the back of Luis Moreno's machine. He's got a spoiler. Unlike some of our friends out on the track. Tell you what, Giacomo Ettore looking like he wants to get around in the worst way right now. And, he's sort of missing turns here, and he scrubbed off a little bit of speeds. That did not work. That move didn't work for him here. He's going to back her up and then give her another shot. Hope you like those views. Working those a little bit. Vinamari is the race leader here, and barring any lap traffic, he looks pretty good. Almost 7 seconds ahead of Luis Moreno, now 7 seconds-ish ahead of Luis Moreno, Giacomo Ettore, and that battle is heating up between the two of those guys. Paul Holt running in that fourth position. Take a look at him. Having a good night here running in fourth. He is 16, almost 17 seconds down. Running in fourth. Thomas Golab running in that fifth position. The big win last week. Now looking at a nice solid fifth place finish. Salvatore Zitiello and Tony Jansen. Here they go, man. Battling again. These guys been after each other. Tony Jansen, Salvatore. Tony Jansen, that black and red car. Salvatore in this blue car here. It looks like Salvatore not able to pull off that pass. Tony Jansen holds on. Joost van der Sterren running in the 11th position. Got some Fabio Zerbeto on pit lane. Joost van der Sterren picks up that spot running in 11th. got Lorenzo Capellini here running in the 7th position. He's having a great night. Trying to work on Giacomo Lapadula just ahead of him in 6th. Guys spread out there just a little bit. Got Michael Brooks running in that 10th position. And that's sort of where he's been this season, I think. Just that top 10. But really doing pretty well here, given the battles he's had this race. He's had a lot of good side-by-side battles, swapping paint a little bit, leaning on some guys. And so far, so good for him. Take a look at that top 20 in points, and you see where Michael Brooks is 7th in points, so a good night here for him. Could potentially propel him forward up the charts here a little bit more. So some of the guys he needs to finish ahead of are ahead of him. Tommy Jansen ahead of him, Thomas Golan, Giacomo Torre, Luis Moreno, Danielle Vitamari, all those guys around him in points. Alexander Wilson and Osni Cardoso. Oh, that got ugly right there. That got a little ugly. It's Alexander Wilson, and we'll take a look at this again. These guys right there getting into each other. Osni in that black car. They're kind of chopping the nose off that. Of course, that was an odd entry into that turn, too, for Alexander, I would say, in Osni's defense. We'll do that one more time. Kind of an odd angle for both those guys, really. And then Peter Lane getting by here as he slides through. Not poor position for Peter Lane. Peter Lane here running in the 12th position. Avoiding that disaster there between these 22nd, 23rd place cars. Danielle Vitamari is picking him up, putting him down right now, and he's got a pretty comfortable lead. Now, I don't know what happened to Giacomo Torre, but he has fallen back. Whether he has missed a turn or what, but now he is shown about 5 seconds behind Luis Moreno. He was breathing down his neck there. This is Giacomo Torre. He was breathing down his neck there for a little while, but now 12 seconds back to the race leader and has lost about 7 seconds or so on second place car, Luis Moreno. So a little bit of breathing room now for Luis Moreno. It's like, it's a little bit of a bummer. We missed that. I don't know what happened there. I don't have that on my data. You might have been watching something else at the time, but nonetheless, he's still having a pretty good night here in the 3rd position. Take a look at Andre Rousseau in 15th. 7.5 minutes left to go. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to say this right now, as you know, Andre has had a pretty eventful night early on, but he is battling back here and running in the 15th position. Good looking paint scheme there in that yellow scheme. Here's what else I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that Danielle Vitamari has got to be looking at that time and say, oh boy, Luis Moreno is now within 5 seconds. I had him about 7 seconds down, and now he's within 5, and we got just under 7 minutes left to go. So how are we going to end it? What a great race it has been. I know some of these guys here are probably a little frustrated with the aggressiveness that they've seen tonight, but hey, you know, you got to get what you can get. And that aggressiveness started into turn 1. Oh, Vitamari there on the brakes hard in that turn. See him go by. Watch here, Daniel Finamari going by, and then there is Luis Moreno. Dealing with some lap traffic, little blue flag getting out of the way. Good job for them. Johnny Jansen coming down pit lane here late in the race, so he's giving up some spots to come down pit lane. Interesting move by Tony Jansen. He's going to lose some spots there. Take a look at Giacomo Artori running in that third position. The guy to watch right now, I think, is Luis Moreno. What is this guy, what is it with him? Oh, he's coming down pit lane here. So maybe they got to make a third pit or a second pit stop, and Luis Moreno doing that. That is interesting. That is interesting. So Daniel Finamari, does he have to make a pit stop? That's the question now. And Luis Moreno coming down pit lane leads me to believe that may be the case. Take a look side-by-side view as Luis Moreno on pit lane. Daniel Finamari running into some lap traffic here. And is he going to have to make a pit stop? He's having some trouble here with some lap traffic. Caught that traffic at an odd spot. Luis Moreno now back out on track. And he is 38 seconds off the lead. Now does Daniel Finamari have to make a pit stop? I just don't know. Our second place car is Giacomo Artori. Paul Holt third, Thomas Golab fourth. Giacomo Lapadula is in the fifth position. Got a little under 4 minutes left to go. Almost 3.5 now left to go. And I got to just wonder, does Daniel Finamari have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end? Does he have the tires? What are these guys making pit stops for? Haven't heard. Nobody's talking to me. I think you might be seeing some guys coming down. I really do. I really think that is something that's going to be happening here, and I would not be surprised to see Lorenzo Capolini, Giacomo Lapadula on board here with Lorenzo Capolini. We got some lap traffic there as he gets by. Some lap traffic looks like we're trying to get by. Ooh! And the work there running in the 18th position. A little bit of trouble there for Lorenzo Capolini getting around Albert Vanderwerf. Thomas Golab, Giacomo Lapadula just ahead. That is fourth and fifth as we were winding down this race. These guys, good tight battle here. Thomas Golab leading that pack. Drive-through penalties. Oh my God, that's what they're saying. Drive-through penalties, my heavens. Look at this battle here. Thomas Golab, Giacomo Lapadula. So Finamari might not have a penalty. He might be okay. Golab here trying to hold off these guys. These guys starting to punch each other in the mouth. It's a fist fight. We're fourth through about eighth right now. Finamari maybe not have to go down pit lane. So indicating that maybe Luis Moreno might have had a drive-through penalty. I don't know, man. Giacomo Artori sitting in this second position right now. again, does he have to make a pit stop? Paul Holt running in third. Out there sort of by himself too. These guys second and third separated by a couple seconds. Paul Holt trying to climb up here, maybe take over the second position. This race for second, not over. Out of the front of his machine. Just ahead is Giacomo Ettore. Right there, that is the second place car. Trying to get another spot. 35 seconds left to go, man. I want this to go another hour. This is an awesome race. You see Daniele Vitamari getting by some lap traffic here. Look at this, man. They talk about punching each other in the mouth. Salvatore, Michael Brooks. Oh, Michael Brooks diving it in there deep. Salvatore crossing him over. These guys are trying to get everything they can toward the end. I wish we could watch all that, but we got to get this race winner here, and he's going to be the race winner, I suspect, unless something absolutely catastrophic happens. Daniele Vitamari has a solid race here tonight. Capitalized on some trouble that Luis Moreno had with a lap car and a warp. Just one lap to go for him. This will do it. He's running up on some lap traffic. Clear sailing here, I think, pretty much for him, as he doesn't have anybody really much in his postal code to worry about. He's going to have to worry about a little lap traffic here. And Daniele Vitamari takes home the victory. Paul Holt, man. Paul Holt has gotten around Giacomo Ettore. So Paul Holt climbing up on the back of Giacomo Ettore. This is for the second position. Takes that spot. So good battle there. Giacomo Ettore. No, Paul Holt had it. Giacomo Ettore got back by. Paul Holt still working on him. This battle is for the second spot. Ettore does not want to give that up. How about that, man? This is for second. Ettore, a little bit wide. Paul Holt sees that opening and gets by. So Paul Holt taking over that second position. How about that right there? Good battle for the second spot. That was a clean race right there between the two of those guys. Paul Holt going to come away with the second place finish here. Giacomo Ettore finishes in third. So a good battle there between the three of those guys. Daniele Vitamari getting a huge race win here. Bringing the chickens home in victory lane. Paul Holt, man, what a battle there he had to get back in this bad boy. So Daniele Vitamari said, hey, I'm not even going to hang out here and take my get my car up there with the picture. Ah, that's ugly. See where that... Oh, that's a good-looking car. It's just ugly placement of that car. There we go. Daniele Vitamari, the big race winner here. So congratulations to him. Paul Holt finishes in that second position. Giacomo Ettore finishes in third. So great race for Daniele Vitamari. Just stuck with it, huh? How about that? We'll take a look at the podium here. I think I got it. I think I got it right. There's a lot to do after the race. I know you guys will be patient. There's a podium here. Oh, I got Paul Holt up there as the race winner. How'd that work? There you go. Daniele Vitamari. Paul Holt finishes in the second position. Giacomo Ettore finishes in third. I'm sorry, those aren't as big as they should be, but, you know, story of my life. So Daniele Vitamari finishes in that first position. Paul Holt second. Giacomo Ettore finishes in third. As you can barely see that car. So what a race win for him. Giacomo Lapadula finishes in the fourth position. Lorenzo Cappellini rounds out the top five. How about Michael Brooks, man? Finishing in sixth after all that battle he has. Salvatore Zitiello, Andrew Holm, Peter Lane, Thomas Golab. And I know there was some great racing back there, and I just couldn't get it because there was just so much going on up front as well. So we'll get in here in the do a little bit of an interview, I think. What a great race, huh? A lot of passing, a lot of aggressiveness as well. We'll see if we can't get in here. There might be some cussing in here. All right, I think we are in the broadcast booth. Michael Brooks and Thomas Golab here joining us. So, Michael, talk about that race for you, man. You really had a great battle there at the end.
Hi, Heath. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it went so well in the end. I qualified 10th.
As always, Michael, as always.
Oi. No, it went well. I qualified 10th. I was on the first lap. I went after we did our start. I went sailing on at the first corner, so I lost position straight away, basically. But I was pretty good on the mediums. I had a couple of good fights on the first stint. I saw Thomas and a couple of others pitted early, and I knew the soft tyres weren't going to last, so I waited a little bit longer, which really paid off in the end. And yeah, some really great battles. Like with Tommy Jansen, he was faster than me on the first stint, but he couldn't get by, and I saw he spun behind me trying to get past at one point, and there was so many battles in the second half. It was awesome. And then, so yeah, I feel sorry for Thomas, but in a way he helps me because he backed everyone up, so he helped me get the positions.
It was teamwork, Michael.
Thank you.
Well, if it's any consolation, Thomas, I know you had a tough battle there at the end, and I didn't catch that, but you had a great night nonetheless. Talk a little bit about really guys just seem to be leaning on each other through the turns quite a bit, taking chances, and swinging the thing wide and leaving the door open, but a lot of crossover moves too, I saw.
I think it was hard to overtake with this car, as always, because the TI is just undrivable. I think, I don't know if you saw this, but I overtaken turn 5. It was pretty nice place to overtake one car at the start if you had a good slipstream. But I think the hardest thing to do was to do it safe, because I don't know if you saw my last lap when I crashed, it was very hard to avoid crashing to other car. Giacomo Lapadula tried to overtake me in sector 3. Hit me a little bit, then other car hit me, I spun, and I think the whole race was ruined by that. What can I say more? I'm unlucky as always.
Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, if you're going to get into a scrap with somebody, can you do it a little bit earlier in the race so I'm not focused on the race leader at the end and not be able to go there and check that out? I want to get that on the broadcast.
You're the Carlos Sainz of Sim Racing Mania, Thomas.
Why, Carlos?
He's the one who never gets shown but does really well.
Oh yeah.
I do save all the races on replay, so I can definitely go back to it and fire it up and play the replay and get a nice slow-mo of it.
Apart from that incident, it was very, very fun race because I pitted early to undercut Lorenzo Capellini. It worked great, but in the end I had 2 old tires. They were so in so bad condition that I just have 2 seconds worse pace than I should have. That's why guys behind me catched me, and Michael is, I think, thankful for that.
Yes.
Yeah, Michael, I see you got to be pretty ecstatic here, running pretty much back in that 10th position or so for most of the night, and come away with a 6th place finish. You got to be feeling pretty good about that.
I am, yeah. I had a bit of fortunate luck because I know I was in the second half of the stint. I had a couple of switchback moves, which was really cool to do. I was having the time of my life fighting this one guy. I think it was called Fabio or something. You might know if you saw it or not.
Yeah,
so we were
Beto.
switching back and forth. Yeah, we were switching back and forth, left and right, all over the place. It was brilliant fun. And then towards the end of the stint, Tommy Lawrence,
Janssen.
Tommy Jansen, yeah.
Janssen.
Jensen, sorry. He, I don't know if he had like a penalty or something, but he went into the pit. So me and the guy I was fighting gained a position. Then Luis Moreno had some sort of incident as well.
Do you know what happened with him?
I don't.
Heath?
Do you know what happened to Luis Moreno?
No. I mean, so much goes on during the race. I know some guys pitted late, and some of the chat had indicated that those guys were serving drive-through penalties, and that was the case, I think, with Luis Moreno too. So it may have been the case with Tony Jansen as well.
I think it might. The only thing I can think of is on the final corner, if you understeer wide, it counts as an off-track. So maybe they got like a penalised for that or something.
In T1.
Oh, turn 1. Oh,
yeah.
I was lucky with that, to be honest. So, I don't know how long you were backing people up for, Thomas, but like the last 2 laps, like me and the guys fighting, like we couldn't see anyone. And all of a sudden we see like 5 cars in front of us. We're like, what the hell's happened?
It was me.
Well, that was a fun track. You got one more race to go at Imola. How do you guys feel about that track?
Before we will talk about Imola, it's not a fun track. It's hideous track.
This is not a fun track.
I'll say for the record, since Dino's not here, Dino loves that place so much, and I hate it so much. I'm terrible there. I always crash.
Well, that race will finish out the season, and man, it's been a fun season here so far. Excited to I think Luis Moreno probably has this baby wrapped up here, but I would imagine some of these fighting here for P2 through P10 is going to be pretty fierce.
Did Lewis finish the race?
No, he do not finish. But
so
he will get points. He will get points for this race.
Yeah, but that's going to close it right up. Because
He is
Paul was
in
what, 50 points behind?
P14, and Daniele Vinimari won the race. So Daniele will have 50 points, and Luis will have. Let me check it. Oh, 27 points. So it's 23 points difference.
Yeah, so that's conceivable. that
22
somebody might be
because
able
Luis, sorry, 22 because Luis won the qualifications.
to- so I guess it is conceivable that somebody might be able to catch him if things work out, and don't work out, depending on your perspective.
It happened in 2007 or 8, I think it was. So yes, anything is possible. In F1, I mean, sorry, to clarify.
Hey, I want to say thanks so much, Michael, for your help today and getting that graphic done and so forth. I really appreciate that.
Oh, no worries, man. I know you said you were a little busy today, so saying I've had a bit of time for it, so I was like, yeah, I'll see if I can knock it together. And I think I did pretty well, considering I was basically copying a blank sheet.
Yeah. You did
Yeah.
a great job.
I'm very sorry for the delay with standings, but I was away from home, and to be honest, I'm surprised that I did so well today because I just practiced since 12 a.m.
Yeah, you said you were in Malta, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you told me that, I went on Google Earth and was kind of cruising around. I was looking for you on the streets. I didn't see you, but next time, send me some tickets, bro. Send me some tickets. It looks like a great place.
Yeah,
My ticket.
it's lovely.
I noticed you didn't respond to my message where I said, leave the girls alone.
Oh wait, I didn't saw this.
Oh, sure.
Ah, I see this.
he is married, to be fair, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look but don't touch.
And what's wrong with that, Michael?
No, well, do you want a couple of side?
You want to go down through the list?
My wife is sleeping, so.
Oh, boy.
Good thing she isn't hearing this.
Yeah, probably.
Well, hey, great job tonight, guys, as always. And be excited to see the race next week. I know it's going to be an interesting one. And it's been a great season, too, so far. And I'm wishing you the best of luck next week, too.
Thank you very much, Heath. And
Thank you.
thank you for doing a great job as always. I look forward to watching the race. It should be interesting. See you
All right,
next
man.
week, mate.
You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, as Michael Brooks and Thomas Golab, fresh off vacation, not looking at the other girls. Join us in the chat, so thanks so much to them. Didn't get to Daniele Vinimari. I guess he just wins, gets out, and goes and drinks a beer. But congratulations to him on a job well done tonight for him, and just in the right place at the right time, able to capitalize on some trouble there that Luis Moreno had. He finished in the 14th position. Daniele Vinimari wins that race. Paul Holt finishes second. Giacomo Ettore finishes in third. Giacomo Lapadula finishes in the fourth position. Lorenzo Cappellini fifth. Michael Brooks, Salvatore Zittiello, Andrew Holm, Peter Lane, Thomas Golab rounding out the top 10. Michael Brooks had talked a little bit about the battle that he had with Salvatore Zittiello, and we saw that throughout the night, man. Those guys just kept swapping positions back and forth. And that's the thing. Thomas had really talked about how he didn't really like this track too well, but it really lent itself, I think, for some good side-by-side racing, some guys sort of taking some chances in the turns and so forth, guys leaning on each other a little bit. And, I didn't see, other than guys sort of at the beginning of the race really getting in, not braking or planning their braking points as well and getting into the back of other cars. For the most part, they're just that leaning on each other a little bit. You didn't see really any overt spin-outs as a result. You see mainly guys sort of overshooting the turns, getting off track, and then trying to correct it and get back on. But for the most part, I think, we say in America, rubbing is racing. You rub a little fender on that guy, as long as you're not wrecking him, and that's racing. So, and I think that's what we saw tonight. It might be a little bit different philosophy here with these cars, but nonetheless, it does make for an entertaining race. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow night, speaking of rubbing is racing, we got Texas Motor Speedway in the Iron Man Racing Series. 107 laps from that great track. Should be a great one. It's the race number 4 of that first season of 2020. And, of course, that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. I want to thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate the folks who come out and watch the races and join in the chat and just make this a very enjoyable experience. Let's see, I've got the ugly cam working on this. I think I do. There you go. The ugly cam's working. Hey, please hit that subscribe. Oh, right there. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's backwards. When I look at it on screen, it is backwards. There you go. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Please hit that thumbs up button, man. Definitely pay attention to that. And if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can make a donation by clicking on the link. I can do this. It's way up there. You see that right there? Clicking on the link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. I'm making it easy for you. So thank you so much for coming in and checking out YouTube TurnLeftTV style. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Congratulations to Daniele Vitamari on a great race for him. Great race victory. That's going to do it for TurnLeftTV tonight. We will see you next time. I'm out of here.